Hey friends, Ehrica here from Milestone Mom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited that you're here. So this is a place that we talk about child development, special needs, and the early intervention program. Today I'm going to dive deep into what a pediatric developmental therapist does for the early intervention program and also the 5 different domains that we look at. So if you missed my other video that talked about what early intervention is, make sure you check it out here because it will go over the 4 different processes of the early intervention program. But today we're diving deep on what developmental therapy is and the 5 different domains. So if you are interested in that, make sure you come back. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. So if you've been following my channel for very long, you know that I have been a pediatric developmental therapist for the early intervention program for almost a decade. And this is something that is near and dear to my heart. I am in families' homes every day, educating them on child development, special needs if their child already has some sort of diagnosis, and getting them through the early intervention process. And it's what I love to do. But I knew very quickly I needed to own a small piece of the internet and bring it to you guys. So here we are. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to give you a developmental checklist so you can print it out. But make sure you stick around and I'll tell you exactly how you can get that. So what is a developmental therapist and what do they do for the early intervention program? So as a developmental therapist, I go into families' homes for the initial evaluations and also the annual assessments. The early intervention program is set up to where we need I'm going to call it a DT, developmental therapist or a DT, at every single initial and annual meeting. Now, when we come in, we use a standardized test. At the time that this video is made, I'm using a Battelle Inventory 2 standardized test, and part of it is made up of interview questions for the parents, so asking you guys a lot of questions, and then the other part of the test, we actually have to see your child doing the activities that we present to them. So once there's a meeting, like after the initial evaluations or the annual assessment, you'll hear things like month equivalent and percentage delay. Now, when you hear those, that means that I am testing your child based on other kids' exact age as your child. So that's how we get that percentage delay and also that month equivalent. Now, if your child was premature, we do adjust for age. So you'll hear chronological age and adjusted age. So maybe your child is 15 months, but they were born 4 weeks early. So for every 4 weeks, obviously we adjust a month. So if they're 15 months, we would test them at a 14-month level. Now, once we hit the 24-month mark age group on the test, we do not adjust for prematurity or any early deliveries at that time. So up until then, though, we can adjust for age. Okay, without further ado, what are the 5 different areas that a developmental therapist goes over? Now, we look at the child globally, so you might also hear that thrown out there. That means globally, like every single area of development we look at. So one of the first things that we look at is adaptive. Now, this is their dressing skills, how they're sleeping, are they using utensils, are they drinking from a cup, are they drinking from an open cup, are they understanding some of those cautions, like not running out in the road or knowing that hot is dangerous. Maybe when mom opens the stove or something like that, they know hot and they don't come around it. So just understanding some of those cautions. The next area that we go over is cognitive skills. So think of these as academic skills, matching colors, attention, memory skills. In babies, it might be, are they tracking a light source? Are they able to turn to a sound? Like if we ring a bell, are they turning to look to that sound? Personal social is the 3rd area. And that's pretty much what it is. How is your child playing with peers? Or do they accept separating from parents easily? Do they interact well with adults? Or are they headbanging and biting and hitting and having a really difficult time socially and not following some of those structured activities and stuff from an adult? So how are they doing with that personal social, which includes children their age and also adults? And then the next area that we're going to go over is communication. Now there's two different areas on my test, and that is expressive language and receptive language. So receptive language is what your child is understanding. Are they following one-step directions? Are they starting to follow one direction but two commands? So go get mommy your shoes and put your sippy on the table. So how are they understanding those directions? And then the next area that we look at in communication is expressive language. So that is how your child is getting their wants and needs met. Are they gesturing? Are they speaking? Are they speaking clearly? Are they babbling? Are they cooing? So those are some of the areas we look at for expressive. And then the last area, which is the fifth area, we look at motor development. So there's two areas that I look at in this category as well. So the first one is fine motor. So this is all of the little things. Are they maneuvering puzzle pieces okay? Are they able to stack blocks? Are they scribbling? Do they have a neat pincer grasp when they pick up small objects? Are they still raking them? Or are they maybe doing a little bit of both? So those are some of the things that I look at when I'm testing. And then the last area of motor development is gross motor. So these are the big things. Are they climbing? Are they going up and down stairs okay? Are they rolling over? Are they pulling to stand and cruising along furniture? Are they throwing a ball? Those are the 5 different areas that we look at in early intervention as a developmental therapist. And parents usually really like this because we are getting the child globally. So we're able to look at all those different areas. Even if it comes in as a speech concern or maybe torticollis or something like that, you're still going to have a developmental therapist come in. So, okay guys, like I said, those are the 5 different areas that a developmental therapist looks at. And guys, don't forget to grab your developmental therapy guide in the description. There's a link that will lead you to the printable, and I want you to enjoy it. Look at it, take it with a grain of salt, guys. Kids develop at different ages, okay? But that is just kind of, it's like an average of what kids are supposed to be doing. And I want you to have it, and I want you to have access to it. Okay guys, make sure you stick around because next I'm going to be talking about what speech therapy is and what that looks like in early intervention. So I'll see you soon.